What's up, fellas? You guys like the ticker? I was looking at this website that has um, like a bunch of overlays. So I was editing a few of them, and one of them was a ticker, and I put some information. IceBox got a ticker. We also have a user top 10 graphic, but I was going to kind of wait until more people got in here to show it. First one to join gets a gifted sub per Colton, bro. I think Mrs. Dink is joining, but she already has a gifted sub from Bing, so... Or not from Bing, from... Incarnate got a sub, bro! Wait, we hit our 10 subscriber goal. That's awesome. This is your 4th gifted sub. Yo, can I get some W's for C-Gloss with the 4 gifted subs? Hey, it just did it on this. There you go, Gloss. Icebox to the moon. Money bags. W calling. W's in the chat. Okay, I guess I'll show you this first, since this was kind of a cool thing that I found out I can do now. So we can throw that up, and there's our Icebox user rankings coming into this season. I think at some point I'm going to put our media rank on the right-hand side, so that way you can see that I am clearly the only group of 5 team in here, and that I deserve some recognition. But there's our top 10. Biggs coming in number 1, Penguin 2. Biggs too high. Biggs just won a Biggs is a 99 overall team. Number 1, Biggs 2, Penguin with USC, runner-up in the national championship. Beamer 3, Turtle 4, Bing 5, Coach G6, Ghostface 7, Gloss 8, me, myself at 9, and Florida Boy 10. Is C-Gloss a free agent? You can see Iowa. Are you what? Are you what? You can see that. Iowa logo's there. UMass all the way. Appreciate that, Mrs. Dink. That is my lovely wife. So I figure... like throughout the season, like through each week, I'll put my own ticker at the bottom. That'd be kind of cool. Like only user, like games that haven't played or have been played, you know. Wife, you not telling us something? No, I just, you know, I'm legally ordained if you need to... What is that? What is that? What does that mean? Am I absolutely stupid and gay for not knowing what that is? I'm trying to move the chat down so that way it can be kind of right on top. I can legally marry you. You know, Gloss, I appreciate it so much, but you know, I do have a girlfriend. Oh, like a pastor. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Icebox wedding would be insane. We'll stream it on Twitch. Yo, can I get some W's in the chat for marriage? I can get drone shots of the wedding. Oh my god, we're actually doing this. Does anybody want to look at schedules, per chance? W marriage. Calling my number 1 op. He's gonna marry us. What are you talking about? Beamer just subbed with Prime. Oh, everybody. Oh, hype train incoming? Oh, because 2 people subscribed. Why am I viewing an ad? Because Biggs, hello. Because the subscriptions from a month ago ended. So now everybody's got to relink their Twitch or relink their Prime account. Also, W Beamer. Can I get some W Beamer? Bro, I gifted a sub, but I'm not subbed. Yeah, I don't know, man. Top cheer gets a conductor badge. You have a badge right now. I thought you did. Alright, I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes, and then we're going to start. We'll go into the I need to get... So I found a bug, too, like a bug that goes on like the top left of the screen, and I want to put like Sookie's soap logo there, but I don't know which one I have exactly. Like, I don't know which one. Like, I don't know which logo to use exactly, so as soon as you get the logo, send it to me. Bink, what's good, homie? You are the only user with only 5 home games. I feel bad. But I just want to let you know now. So everybody else has 6, you have 5. And it was the only one that didn't work out. Don't feel bad. I do, though. Bink's a real one. He deserves it. Alright. 6 away dubs. 7. That would be mathematical. Bink. You... You have 5 home games between you. So, wait, you got 1 neutral site game, Kyle? You go take school from See, I'm not a teacher, man. Alright. Well, Ghost isn't even in here, I would imagine, but we'll start with him because he's going to... Or no, it's actually going to be me as the first one to pop up. I just realized that. So I guess we're looking at my schedule first. But without any further ado, get into it. My 4 games are right at the start of the year. I'm opening up with UConn Week 0, and then Gloss and I are finishing our home and home per request, and also per request, curious to see Texas Tech schedule. Earl, welcome in, good sir. Thank you for joining. We will, I mean, we can look whenever. We can go in any order we want. And then I go to Boston College. Again, the only reason these guys are on here is because of rivalries. And so I haven't had a rivalry yet. I think everybody else has had at least one. Where's Florida State? In the playoffs. W answer. And then just some conference stuff, some action. I told UMass -7 versus... That is nuts. Dude, they're like plus 38 this weekend in Iowa. I told Gloss this, but I'm going to move at least to the American. No, Nebraska, UMass is wild. Dude, I have a 77 overall team. Y'all lucky I put Iowa on here. Yeah, so there's my schedule. Yeah, I want to move to at least the American next year, just for better conference prestige. I was a 79 last year. 77 is good, man. Thank you, Brick. Our defense, even though you have a 76 overall defense. Glass Bowl. That'd have been crazy if it was Gloss Bowl. Close. 84-76. Close enough. Big, you're 0 for 2 with numbers, bro. So yeah, there we go. It's also funny, like, I didn't play Toledo last year, but since NIU moved out, I get 1 less team to play. So now, like, that game could easily end up, like, deciding the conference chip since they went 8-0 in the conference last year. All right, who wants to go next? Next chat I'm seeing. I'm going to them. All right. G, we are going to see some Georgia Tech. It's a little delay, so if I'm ahead. Oh, man, y'all were so close. G, quick on the sticks. So let's see where the Yellow Jackets stack up. I wish it would just go back to the top every time, but I guess I got to do that manually. So Georgia Tech going to take on Georgia State Week 1, have a bye Week 0, then Florida at home Week 2 in Bobby Dodd as well. And then, of course, the patented Ghost Coach G game, Week 3 at Arkansas. And then his 4th, I cannot wait for the Duo Bowl. That's literally the Duo Bowl. There you go. Imagine if we could make out-of-conference rivalries. Wouldn't that be awesome? Bink Turtle, Penguin... Bink Turtle, Penguin Dink, Gloss Beamer, Coach G... Ghost. That would be so amazing. Yeah, he doesn't even have the worst schedule. I'm pretty sure Mac has 8. You can protected route only in conference. But it is cool. Like, it's only in conference, though. Me versus my wife. Yeah, I know. Well, if we could do it out of conference, we would do it that way. 86 overall, impressive, Coach G. Oh, and then this is the rest of your conference schedule. 2 Clemson against Wake Forest. You have Kobe later in the year. That could be huge for playoff implications at that time of the year. And then Georgia is his other non-con game. That's going to be in Athens because this game hates Georgia Tech. That's insane, Biggs. Oh. All right. Who's next? I can't do this. That's gonna take way too long if we wait to do that. Brick. I saw Brick first. Colorado State. I keep forgetting to scroll up. So they're gonna open the year at Temple. Saw that on the week 0 sheet I sent out, the little graphic. So they're gonna go to Temple, Lincoln Financial, and then they'll have a bye week 1, and then they'll host Colorado in Canvas, and then play USF, another new user, Easy E in Canvas, and then at Tulane, Yulman Stadium. So 3 users out of conference, and of course none in the Pac-12, but a new look Pac-12, Texas State, Utah State, Oregon State, Washington State, of course. So a brand new conference for ball hawk. He's the only one so far that's moved conferences. So that's there's look. Oh yeah, and there's no week 14 this year. I think there was last year, but because I remember there being 3 buys in a week or in a year, or everybody getting like a week 0 buy and then 2 buys during the season. Glad you think so, Brick. But now there's only 2, so I'm thinking that there was like a week 14, or there wasn't a week 14 in previous years. I don't know. Gloss low-key gifted subs, so I don't know why we didn't do him first, but we're going to go to Iowa next. By week 0, appreciate it, Gloss, thank you. Week 1, going to McGurk Alumni Stadium, taking on UMass. Then week 2, we got Cy-Hawk against Iowa State, this time at home. And then, another patented rivalry game. Beamer versus Gloss in Kinnick. Hey, you are 11th in the country, man. This should be a good matchup. And then in conference users, you've got Washington, Randy, Wisconsin, ATX, Illinois, BG, and then, of course, the Heroes game. Yeah, it's repeating year 2 last year. Yeah, I think so. Can we get a Beamer cooked in the chat? So there's Gloss. Beamer also subbed with Prime, so we're going to go see Florida State next, despite knowing that we know one of his games. Iowa, Nebraska. And it had playoff implications last year. It's going to have playoff implications this year, even more so, because you're both starting in the top 25. Florida State starts their season off in Memorial Stadium in Lincoln against Nebraska. Then they're going to get an FCS team week 2, and then at Iowa, obviously, in Kinnick. Just so everybody knows, I guess I should have prefaced this before we started. 95% of users have 5 to 6 user games. So if you're getting like an FCS team or you have like 2 CPUs, Biggs, thank you about the ticker. I appreciate it. Then it's because you have a lot of users in conference. This is the ACC. Going to be a lot of users in conference. So there's 2 out of conference and an FCS team, and they're both really good teams, so I figured I'd just give you FCS rather than... I mean, I can give you any team you want, really, but I figured this is also keeping it realistic. Like, Florida State's going to schedule a crap team or an FCS team early in the season. Clemson at home this year in Doak Campbell, to Hard Rock Stadium to play Milwaukee, and then, of course, Florida to end the year. So 5 total users for Beamer, 84 overall, number 11 in the country, Florida State Seminoles. Let's see. Nebraska, sounds good. We'll go to the Cornhuskers next. We saw a couple of their games already. but there's just one that was, I think, that we were missing. Two, actually, because we knew the Florida State game, but obviously we could not have a season without... Dude, you have a 96 overall offense and 84. The disparity is insane. 5-star program, Nebraska Cornhuskers, going to FBC Mortgage Stadium. Oh, Beamer, we just saw that in the last one because we just did Florida State. Regardless, number 6 Nebraska bringing in Florida State to Lincoln, then traveling to Orlando to play UCF and Turtle, and then of course the home and home between JG and Nebraska. Some of you guys had some specific requests, so a lot of you will know what a lot of your schedules look like. Other you kind of like left it up to my imagination, and you know, I'm good either way. I mean, whatever you guys want. Obviously, I can't give everybody what they want. I think Joe requested like 6 different people, and he had 4. I know what you meant, Bix. But I think he requested like 6 different people, and he can only. I mean, obviously, he only has 4 out of conference, so I'll be locked to my screen during every Nebraska game. They are going to be entertaining. I believe that 100%. 100%. I believe they will be very, very entertaining. So there's Nebraska, Rutgers in Oregon, in Outson, and then at Illinois in Memorial Stadium. Get Ohio State and Indiana at home. Go to Spartan Stadium against Washington at home, and then Maryland at home, but that user might not be a user. So, yeah, literally. And then, of course, the Heroes game in Kinnick. So 6 technically. I mean, it's on the schedule as 7 because of Maryland, but unless I randomly get a hold of Taziki, he's not gonna be here this season, which is fine. He's been busy. I saw a request for Auburn from Coach G, so we're gonna go see Auburn next. To be fair, I was asked this season by Biggs because he's been having a lot of struggle with his time lately, you know, like family time and stuff like that. So he said if I could get any user games, schedule them late in the year, and on any week that wasn't week like 2, there was really nobody. Like I mean, I think I had one of them, but it was way late in the year, and I didn't want to ruin my playoff chances. I think I could be wrong, but there was, like, his bye weeks are very, like, off and on. But, so I just decided, he said, if you can't give me any users late in the year, just give me some high teams. Hey, it's okay. He's got some users. He's got 2 users, I think. Maybe just 1. 1 or 2 from in-conference, but absolutely. But he said that he wanted to help out still, so he said, give me the high teams, and I'll knock some of them out. So, week 1, Penn State at home in Jordan-Hare. Remember, everybody has 6 home games. So if your early schedule is stacked with home games or away games, it's reversed. At the end of your season is going to be reversed, whatever it is. Everybody has 6 other than Big, sorry. Penn State to start the year. Does have to go to Razorback Stadium to play Arkansas. I'm pretty sure he went there last year. So that's odd that he gets that back-to-back years. Duke, number 17. I don't think they'll be there at the end of the year like that, but maybe. Hopefully. All 99s just look well. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. And then at Notre Dame to end off the year. Does get Oklahoma as well. That one will be at home. IRL people don't usually... Yeah, they do, but when you're scheduling so many user games, I just like to give them a tougher team than Duke. I don't know who else was on. It wasn't really about toughness. It was about knocking off teams that were in the top 25. And of this week, I mean, I could give him Arizona State, but they're a 76 overall squad. I don't remember what Duke was. You give him Nebraska, I guess, but that would ruin Nebraska's schedule. Tennessee be having... Well, yeah, but there's also a bunch of users. Nebraska, let's go. I can't give you that because that would ruin one of your games. Like, that would take away one of these automatically. So, sticking with this. Take off Beamer. Then who do I give Beamer? Because I can't give him Bigs. Then he would literally be playing like... Yeah, he'd be playing like possibly 2 FCS. Well, he'd be playing FCS and like... Alright, we'll go with Turtle next because he asked to see because of I could give Beamer Turtle. And I did have that at the beginning of the year, but these were this was kind of a big game. So UCF is going to North Carolina in what they called the Cold War, which was cool. So I had to adjust the schedule for that, and then wasn't letting this game go. And then at USC, because Penguin only has 2 games outside of conference because of Notre Dame's rivalries. So that's what I had for Turtle. 82 overall, of course 14-1, sitting at 14th in the country. Well, I guess my thought, I got you. No worries, don't worry. But I figured, yeah, switch that me and Turtle, same overall. Switch what? You and Bink? Penguin v Turtle will feed families. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But then I have to take out your game. And then who do I take out for him? You and Turtle are the same overall-ish. I guess I just want to leave, like... I guess I just want to leave this game, and I'm not getting rid of either of these. Or, either of these, sorry. These first 2. Because this one was heavily requested by both. Same with that one. But I don't want to get rid of that game because either that or Penguin's going to walk to a 15 or a 13-0 record again. He would kill me. And the only way it would be is if it was week 4 and Auburn plays Arkansas that week. So, or wait, that was UCF. Well, I guess we can go look at USC's schedule since we're talking about it. He plays at Penn State that week, with a game against a game against Ghost to start the year, which he requested that one. He requested Ghost. Then he plays Randy, and then I gave him this. He wanted Toledo, but I figured that his tune-up game can be in Arkansas or against Randy, or he'll be fine. He's got that weird schedule. Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame, I can't change that. It's locked in. It's a protected rivalry, so. He's got a 94 overall team. Your tune-up game is against anybody else. Against anybody. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to give him 2 users, because while he does have like 4 users in conference, I think it was 3 because I'm not counting Maryland. Chef, ATX, and Randy are his 3 in conference. So I figured I'd give him 2 top 10ers to go try his luck with. I haven't gave him UCF at home, so I like how it looks. If you guys do want me to change this, Arkansas overall is so bad. I mean, yeah, I think. Is it? How bad is it? It's 84. It's not that bad. I mean, yeah, Iowa's is 84. There's other teams that are lower than that. Starting off the year with 4 straight user games, though, that is insane. Literally 6 of his first 7. Alright, guys, I've been in the stream. Are user games. And then 3 of his final 4, right? No, are at home. Or on the road. So there's Arkansas' schedule. We saw Auburn, we saw UCF. Clemson has one of the most user games. He's going to go to Florida. I know it's a rough matchup, but he has a really good squad, and I've seen him compete against other good users, too. I can't send a gift. And then he's going to go to Oklahoma State, take a bye week, and then Georgia Tech, Florida State. Oh my god, this is a brutal schedule. That's going to be a user as well. So that's why I gave him FCS in the middle here. I don't think I can give him any other, like, user game in here. Yeah, well, it ain't going to get any better for you, pal. So, that would be Clemson. Colorado State, we saw Florida. Clemson and at Georgia Tech, we saw those 2. And then he plays Arkansas and Florida State, obviously, down the line. Florida State, we saw Georgia Tech, we saw Kenny. He will start the year off against UCLA, and then he'll go to Tulsa to round out that 6-game on the road. Then FCS, because he plays Texas Tech, UCF, Oklahoma State, Utah, and Kansas State, all in conference. So he's got a loaded conference schedule. Texas Tech asked a while ago to see his schedule. If he's still in here it is. Bro, won't let you type in there? Yeah, I did I can go back to it, but let's look at Texas Tech real quick. So in conference, Oklahoma State, TCU, Houston as users, and then out of conference, he's going to go to North Texas and to Stanford. Hey, Earl, this is what the schedule's looking like. To North Texas, away against Stanford, USC versus UMass, die unalive. And then Wake Forest at home. That was a Smitty request. He wanted to do the old option v option, so there's that game. Could have playoff implications early in the season. And then in conference, you got Kenny, Incarnate, New Guy, Raven, and that's it. So you got 5 user games total, and starting off the year with a big matchup in week 2 against Stanford. Smitty Earl last year was a great matchup. Oh, in the G5s when Earl was UNLV, yeah, really good games. Speaking of Smitty, let's go take a look at Smitty. I gave him his wish to a degree. He's got 2 Owl teams to start off the year versus Florida Atlantic and then at Rice in Rice Stadium, and then he'll go obviously to Texas Tech, and then by request he is going to host Temple in Wake Forest. 91 Texas Tech, that's sick. He has built that roster up already. Yeah. Earl is one of the, in the last game he took Air Force to like a contender every year in Game of Inches. Like, he's a great rebuilder. So there was no doubt when he got all that oil money that he was going to take him to the top, and he did. So props to him. In conference for Wake Forest, going to Georgia Tech and Bobby Dodd. He'll host Stanford and Miami back-to-back in Winston-Salem, and that ends his year. He'll go at SMU to end the year, and that would be poetic for Smitty, since he was the one that upset them last year, which was an awesome game to watch. Anybody else in here that we haven't looked at yet? I'll go back to Turtle since he was kind of in here but missed it. So, out of conference, you've got the Cold War, you've got Nebraska, and then you've got Penguin batter straight up to start the year. Bye week 0, and then bye week 4, so you kind of get breaks in between. 82 overall, 81 defense. We about to smack UCF. Well, nobody smacked him last year. There was one team that smacked him, and he won the national championship. So, I don't know. I don't know about all that. And then in conference, of course, you've got Kenny at TDECU Stadium. Then you've got Incarnate. And then new guy Raven in week 12 in Boone Pickens Stadium. I missed UNC. I was taking a nap. I don't know if we did in UNC yet, so you're good, Joe. We will go right to it. So we'll go see North Carolina. I did? Oh, I don't remember that. I don't think I did. I definitely did not go to UNC because I would remember this. Illinois week 0, and then UCF week 1, hosting both of those. 87 overall for the Tar Heels also. And then at Arkansas week 2, so 3 straight weeks there to start off the season by week 3, and then going to App State for a bit of a tune-up game in Kid Brewer Stadium versus Miami, user, and then at Clemson, user as well. Those are only 2 user conference games, so 5 total for Joe, and 3 tough users, might I add. It says verified only. Suppose my account isn't. I hope you saw it, Turtle, because I did go back. If you need me to again, just let me know. But anybody else in here that we haven't gone to yet? Because I'll just start going through them all like rapid fire if nobody else is in here. I think we covered everybody in here. Thank you. Absolutely, Joe. No problem, man. Glad you came out for the stream, dude. I appreciate it. We'll go look at JG's. He has got... No, you literally just got here on time. Like, that was insane. That was crazy timing. So, 92 overall. Nice for the Sooners. First game of the year, week 1, Miami in Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And then at Michigan, in Michigan Stadium, trying to get that revenge game. You've got the overall to do it this year. Just got to execute, and I believe in you. We all do. And then, of course, the home versus Bink and Nebraska in Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial. You play Arkansas and Auburn in conference. Arkansas week 7, Auburn week 11, and you host... No, you don't. You host Arkansas, and then you go to Auburn and then Georgia in week 12. Yeah, it's 4 straight away games to end the year. So that's why, like I said, everybody has 6-6 other than Bink. Sorry. So that's why, like, everything does work out. You go versus Miami, versus Nebraska, versus Kentucky, there's 3, versus Texas, versus Arkansas, versus Missouri. So you just get, you just have, 6 of your first 8 games are at home, and then your last 4 at Michigan again. Michigan came to Oklahoma, so they're doing, a little home and home, which is realistic. They are going to Michigan next year. He just wanted his revenge game. So, yeah, I figure week 2, you're mine, pal. Week 3. What do you You better be talking about like Turtle or something, because that it's clear, it's right in front of you that he plays Michigan. This is big. It's you are never beating the allegations, cuh. 3. They just say 3. Anybody else? We'll go look at Stanford next. Kobe's a bit of a long-time member. He will start off. We looked at Florida, but we can go back. FCS to start off the year. 85 overall Stanford is kind of BA, man. That's awesome. Look at UM. UM? Am I losing it? Who's UM? Starting off the year with FCS against Texas Tech at home, and then at Illinois in Memorial Stadium. I think those could be some good games. I really am excited for this one. Texas Tech Stanford should be a great game. Miami. Sorry. Oh, yeah, we can go look at Miami. He's got a rough schedule. Rough schedule. One of the worst. And then in conference, 3 users. He'll play at Wake Forest, home against Georgia Tech, and then versus Miami. So that's his conference schedule. He finishes with 5 users. I gave him FCS because he's gonna have 2 ranked games right after that. Yeah, let's go look at the U. Miami. Starting off the year at Washington and Husky Stadium, 93 overall. This guy's a great recruiter too. And then week 1 at Oklahoma. That's gonna be a slugfest. Miami and Oklahoma is gonna be a slugfest. And then I gave him 2 tune-up games. Miami, then OK State, then Vance. Sure, that's fine. FCS Southeast, and then South Alabama, because he's got at North Carolina. Then he's got Beamer versus Beamer. Then at Smitty. Then at Clemson. Then at Stanford. And then he'll finish off the year. Virginia Tech will be a user. So if you're counting, if anybody's counting, that's... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 user games. We do have an OK State user. 8 user games. Gloss! Just sub with Prime. Thank you, good sir. I did that. I didn't do the animation by myself, but I made the graphic in Premiere. I had to like crop out the background. But thank you very much for the sub. Can I get some W's in the chat for Gloss? Oklahoma State. No, yeah, Oklahoma State. Yeah. Let's go take a look at Oklahoma State. So they're going to start off their year, obviously, on that graphic. I had to get my mom's code from her email. W, mom, for sure. 8 user games is nuts. It's insane. So Oklahoma State will start off in Lane Stadium at Virginia Tech. And then versus Tulsa, that's a rivalry game. Just wanted to give them that for a little tune-up as well after Virginia Tech, after going to hear some Enter Sandman. And then Clemson in Boone Pickens Stadium, number 23. He will host him. And then in conference, he will get number 12 early. He'll go 3 user games in a row. He'll go Texas Tech, Houston, Kansas State, and then UCF at the end of the year, and then Colorado to finish off the year. While we are here, is there anybody else before we advance? If there's anybody in here that didn't do their recruiting, go do it right now. Is there any other schedule that anybody wants to look at? We can go re-look at somebody. We can go look at some rankings, whatever. But other than that, you should switch VT and Tulsa just in case. Oh! I could have sworn I gave some... to not have to go to Auburn right before UGA. I can't switch your conference schedule, man. I wish I could. But, yeah, it's going to be a rough end to your season. But 2 wins there, man. That could be huge. Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that. I can't do conference schedules. I'm sorry, Mac. Well, You have 6 in conference. So the lead, like, I could give you 2, well, you wanted this one. So realistically 7 minimum. Because you got, I definitely want to see that, at least. But I could give you, like, a smaller team week 0, and then I could just schedule something quick with Randy, too. So it's up to you what you want to do there. But that was what I had, because I think you two will be a good matchup. And then, obviously, you guys requested that one, so... Anything else we want to look at? Schedules. Rankings. You'll be alright, run it. Alright. Anything else? Is there anybody else we want to see? Vance. Alright. Alright. If that's the case, then I'm going to stop the stream in advance. Thanks for coming to the schedule release. I'm going to try to be more active posting on the YouTube again. It's just, it was really difficult before because it's not like I wish. I don't really have a really consistent method to download your guys' VODs. I have a method, but it just takes a while sometimes, so... but I'm going to try to be more consistent this year because, 1, it's good to have the film out there, and 2, you know, it's good content. It was an honor being at the schedule release. Brickhead will be here every year, so I appreciate you being here, though. But I'm gonna stop it here, and then we'll start off our season. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you at Advance.